you decided to come back. You saw the first self-help hacker video about tribalism. It was an important foundation to really fathom, to accept in our hearts that in the 2020s, we have a problem with tribalism. We're living off these primal instincts that we have to look down on other people because we fundamentally disagree with them, as if our opinions actually matter. They don't, but that's another video for later. So now that we've got tribalism figured out, I will say, I identify as an anti-tribalist. I refuse to look down on other people because they're not like me, because they don't think like me, because they don't act like me. I'm of the human tribe, and it's that simple. I don't need to separate myself from other people. I do not make perceived enemies out of people. I definitely am not superior to other people because they have different views. Not at all. That's a very important place to start. So let's explore that further. Most people are basic. So why am I calling this series Self-Help Hacker? Because funny thing is, a lot of our problems are actually perceived problems, and they're self-inflicted wounds ultimately. It's like walking around with a loaded gun in your pocket, safety off, and that's often what happens. We're slinging this loaded gun around, pointing at our own face, and just kind of slap. That's ultimately what we do because we give emotional control to other people. And I mentioned, I shared my testimony with you that age 35, my 35th birthday, which was nearly 4 years ago, it's like I woke up and realized, man, all these breaker switches are on, and only a few of them need to be on. I only need to assign emotion to certain things. And so you're going to see that as an ongoing theme in these videos. But let's talk about this. Most people are basic. And I say it's not good to be basic. I say being basic continues to allow you to end up seeing yourself as a victim, seeing yourself ultimately as a good person, so that when someone treats you in a way that you don't like, well, now you're the victim, and because you're a good person, they're surely not being a good person. They're of the wrong tribe, and therefore we are continuing to allow ourselves to be hurt by wounds that don't even have to exist. We don't have to assign emotion to things that don't deserve it. So I feel that we need to hack the system. Hacking's cool, right? But we can hack ourselves. We can hack our own brain. Did you not know that opens up? And symbolically, we can get a screwdriver and some tools and change some of the solder, some of the wires, put it back on, and then suddenly, wow, thanks for the upgrade. I needed that. You know, that's the concept of these videos. I want to help you upgrade your brain, right? If whatever electronic device that you buy, you have to get the updates to make sure. But what about brain updates? Like, what as far as like living life, getting those, it's like those updates, like, what if you hacked it? Or what if you at least had a friend that was a hacker and he said, hey man, what do you want? Oh yeah, you want to be more successful in life. You want to have a better self-esteem, know how to communicate with other people better, have better relationships with people in general. Oh yeah, I got you covered, man. Just come over here. And of course, that means that you're watching my videos, learning from my wisdom. Where did this guy come from, and where does it come up with these ideas? Well, it's what happens when you're paying attention in life and you live past the age of 35, because that's ultimately what happened. The way I look at it is, I'm in my second half of life at this point, midlife. I really am. No, you're gonna live to be 100. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll live to be in my 70s. I don't know. Hopefully I'll at least live that long. I don't know. But let's assume I'm around halfway. And there's a lot of things, once you get certain things figured out in life, then it's like the third eye opens. And then you can start seeing all these things that you couldn't pay attention to before because you were so focused on, well, who am I going to get married to? What am I going to do for a living? all these things you have to answer. But by 35, a lot of those become answered. And then you're like, oh, life can be easier if I know how to hack it. So that's truly, I didn't just go, oh, that's a cool name, self-help hacker. See, the thing is, we have this ability to learn more about ourselves and other people. But a lot of people aren't going to think, oh, I need to hack that. Well, I want to be your guide. I wish someone would have told me these things. So again, let's accept this. I think this is important. If you're going to be sticking around and watching these videos, first accept that tribalism exists and that most people are looking down on the people who are in different tribes, which we're all in different tribes. But we're looking down on, oh, you're for abortion, you're against abortion? No, you're wrong, you're stupid, you're ignorant, you're immoral. What, you voted for Trump? What? You didn't vote for Trump? What? You're not going to re-vote for Trump again? What? It's all silly. It's all silly. As if our opinions matter. They don't. But that's a video I'm going to be making in the future. I'm very much looking forward to it. Let's accept as truth that we can hack our own perspective of reality and we can therefore have a better reality. It's funny, the concept of happiness, the pursuit of happiness. You know, that's a phrase that it's been around for a while, the pursuit of happiness. Well, some people, I guess, find it and others don't. Have I found it? I think so. I think for sure I have. And yes, my life is a very blessed situation. I admit and acknowledge that. But at the same time, if I did not have the vision to be able to realize that, hey, these are the good old days. I'm living in the good old days. Like, there's going to be time in the future, I'm like, man, I miss when life was like that. Life is like that for me right now, and I'm really able to acknowledge that because I can perceive what happiness can be. But it's not like life came easy for me. Man, it would take me like 2.5 hours for me to explain all of the times that I failed in life, all the times I tried so hard and life still didn't go the way it was. I tried so hard and I was rejected by people I wanted to like me. And no matter how much I was myself or wasn't myself or whatever, they still didn't like me, and I still couldn't get their approval. And we spend a lot of our life doing that, trying to get approval of people who are never going to give it. Somewhat ironically is that when you get rejected enough in life, you learn how to ultimately become more attractive to the people who rejected you to begin with. Yes, that's self-help hacking right there. So let this second video serve as a preview of what we're trying to do here. Again, most people are basic. They don't have this information downloaded in their brain yet. I'm eager to share all of my secrets with you because I want you to be enlightened at a much younger age. I don't want you to have to learn the hard way and learn all this, have it start clicking at age 35. I want you at whatever age you are to get this now because that's going to give you a major head start. And you can help other people as you share these things that you'll be learning. But again, most people are basic. So most people are going to stay in their tribe. They're going to continue to allow other people to emotionally affect them. They're going to allow other people to offend them and disrespect them and hurt their feelings. They're allowing that because that's always a choice. It's always a choice to be offended. You get to decide whether you're emotionally affected. You get to decide if you're going to assign emotion to that. Most people are basic and they don't get that. The moment that's no longer a thing and you've switched that breaker switch off, well, now you have more freedom, you have less rules, you have more time and energy in your brain to focus on the stuff that actually matters. So, can we check off tribalism, and can we check off the concept that most people are basic? Most people don't know this stuff. And I think being basic, ultimately, if you're looking to improve, it's actually hurting you to be basic. We've got to learn new perspectives and how to realize how good life actually is and how easy life actually can be if we know how to hack the system. I welcome your comments right here, but keep in mind my house rules here. If you are saying something negative or destructive, that is a reflection of your own insecurity and incompetence. Therefore, I'm not going to respond, whether typing back or making a video response. What I'm looking for are people who can carry on the conversation, maybe give me some more ideas for videos. Or if you can relate to anything I said in this video, hey, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Nick Shell. I am the self-help hacker. Your comments belong right here.